Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. We are back with more Lunar Silver Star Story Remastered. Last we left off, we were at the Grindery entrance. I made a mistake because when you're in the Grindery, you can't get out. And I didn't realize that. I know Sora in the chat, she didn't realize it either. She thought you could leave. You can't. So wherever you are, whenever you get to the Grindery, if you don't have items, make sure you get items before you leave. Luckily, it's not in-game, so whatever items I do have, Sora seemed to believe that I could get through it, no problem. So here's to hoping that I get through the dungeon without having to have a million items. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna see if we can get through this thing. Now we're gonna load up the save. Dude, you know what the Grindery reminds me of? That scene in Star Wars with the Jawas, the Jawa sandcrawler. That's what it reminds me of. Okay, so she also said that level 45 is an optimum level to be at. So we're gonna see if we can get there. Actually, we're gonna go here and then see if we can, yeah.
Fury of the flame.
Check this out.
I'm hoping to finish the Grindery today, at least. I don't know how long it is. So Sora recommended me get to level 45 just because Galleon's level 50. And when she played it, she was at level 40 and she walked out of there with like no items and it was very scary. A pretty challenging battle. She did it, but for comfort reasons, she recommended that I get to level 45 here. I'm glad this isn't in-game, just because of that. I know I'm close to the end of the game based on the guide. I think I have one or two more locations. He's paralyzed. Fantastic. Where is Cleanse Litany? Wait, did that go to Jessica? That might have.
The power of Athena.
No, it was him. Okay. Now she's paralyzed. Fantastic. Yeah.
Check this out.
Summon elemental power.
Nice crit. I love the music in this area. Like some 80s jam. Shouldn't need any of that.
Fury of the flame.
Check this out. Ah!
Yeah, that was pretty good. Need a level. That's good. Okay, they're level 40 now. Finally. Doing that. Sora did send me a map on Discord. I took a look at it, and it seemed to be like a relatively simple map, like nothing insane. So I'm reluctant to use it. So I don't, or not simple map, simple dungeon. So I'm reluctant to use it. I don't think I'm going to. It's essentially just a bunch of vacuums. They look like vacuums to me. Like tunnels per se that take you from A to B. And you really can't get lost. I mean, you can, but it's kind of hard. Anybody can get lost. Die, thank you. Ow.
Althena, lend me your power.
Good. Nice. So I think what I'm gonna do is try and explore everywhere I can before I go into a tunnel. And try and kill everything, essentially. I know if I leave the area, it respawns the enemies. The only downside to that is if I leave the area and respawn the enemies, then I won't be able to, I won't have enough items.
Fury of the flame.
Check this out.
So I'm excited for Doom. Whenever I go get it, I went to my local Walmart this morning to see if they had it available. They didn't, which it's the ticket thing or the the little price tag is on the shelf, or like it's attached to the thing. The only downside is it's not on the shelf. So I have to wait for one until they stock it, I guess. Whenever that may be.
Fury of the flame.
So I also want to, just do this until basically Monday. Come in strong with Doom. Because I do want to play that game. I'm so excited for that freaking game. I know everybody and their mom's playing it right now. So I'm pretty excited for it. He's got over 200 HP. Oh, Alex surpassed him. That's crazy. This flash cut. I don't know what does more damage. The ice or the fire.
Hold of ice.
I know they're both kind of weak. They're weak to
Check
the
this out.
non-nipple yanker guys.
Ah!
This should kill. Yeah. Okay. Go this way. Right into the hands of an enemy. Fine.
In the name of the goddess.
Check this out.
Do. But yesterday I didn't stream due to the fact that I worked mornings and then I had a lot of stuff to do in the afternoon. So I got a bunch of stuff done. I'm a little upset because there's freaking raccoons that are getting into my garbage. The trash cans on the bottom, they're cracked and like broken. And the raccoons are like pulling the trash out through those cracks, which is really freaking irritating. So I gotta do something about that. I did order new trash cans, so they're on the way. I would have just bought some outright,
Athena, lend me your power.
but I went to Lowe's and they had two options. Well, they had several options. One of the options that they had was a $25, no, not 25, what was it, 35, 30, 45, somewhere around there. Trash can that's essentially just what I have again. And then they had some metal cans, which I don't want metal cans because they're heavy and they don't have any wheels. And then they had some like really small cans, and then they had a 96-gallon can, which was amazing. The only problem is that 96-gallon trash can was like $130. I was like, good lord, that's a lot for a freaking trash can. So I passed. And then naturally, as we all do as human beings that live in 2025, we go on Amazon. And they had like two 45-gallon trash cans. I think it was 45-gallon trash cans for like $80. Two of them. So I was like, I'm just gonna get that. So I have two trash cans already, and they're 35-gallon trash cans, and they're fine, but they're not durable. They're not very durable, and I've had them a long time, so they've been busted up pretty good. The nice thing about that $130 trash can is a couple of things. It's 96 gallons, so you're not gonna run out of space. And two, there is giant wheels on the back, so your trash is, you could like off-road with a trash can. So that's kind of nice. I need to give him more MP. So that is nice. However, I don't want to spend $130 some odd for a freaking garbage can. So we just went with the Amazon route. But now I have to wait for garbage cans to be... I wonder how they're going to come, to be honest. If they're going to come in boxes. If I have to put together my garbage cans. Thanks, clothes. They're for her. If I have to put together garbage cans, I'm gonna crack up. Hey, so you bought some garbage cans. Guess what you gotta do? If I had a big enough 3D printer, I'd 3D print me some garbage cans.
In the name of the goddess.
This morning, I got up and I do as every normal person does. I went to the bathroom and I hit the light switch and the light came on, then it went off, and then it came back on again. What the heck? And then I heard like kind of like a beeping noise of my appliances like turning back on, because they're all like smart appliances per se. Like I can attach them to Alexa and stuff. The power went out. Like it's a power surge essentially. I never had that happen in this house that I've seen. It's a possibility that it's happened before, but not that I've seen. So naturally, when the power goes out, what else goes out? Your internet. Luckily, I wasn't uploading any videos or anything, but the power went out, and I was getting ready to start streaming after I got back, and there was no power available, or no internet available. So I had to reset, not the modem, but the mesh system, and I have the two. So it turned red, and I was like, what the heck? Why is it not working? So I unplugged it, and it started working again. So I don't know what the issue was. I essentially reset it. Do 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 do. Also yesterday, my wife and I I was at work, and I was getting done at noon, and she texted me and she goes, hey, you want to grab some lunch and then go to Walmart? I gotta pick up some stuff. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. And she was like, maybe we can take a look at the pools there. And I'm reluctant to get a pool. We had one in Vicksburg in Mississippi. We had one there, and it was fine, but it was a lot of like annoying maintenance. Not maintenance. Annoying work that had to be done because of where we lived, like the location and the type of pool it was. So the pool was just essentially like a vinyl, pool. We had a sand pump that attached to it, or sand filter that attached to it, which was nice versus those little cartridge filters that it comes with. So maintenance wise, filtration wise, it was pretty good. I didn't have to replace the filters, those filter cartridges all the time. I just had, sand, and you replace the sand like every 5 years or something, which was great. The only downside is it was under trees, which is a big downer, and it's just a vinyl pool. So when it comes to like quality and like durability, it wasn't very durable at all. So I know that our neighbor down the street a little bit, they just got a pool installed, and the pool they got, or the company they went through, was Kayak Pools. So I was like, okay, let me see if I can go talk to him. So I knock on his door. His wife answers the door. Nice lady, nice couple. He's retired, military, and they just sold a business locally. And I asked him about the pool. I was like, hey, so you mind if I take a look at your pool? Like, we're interested in a pool, so we're trying to like figure out what kind, if we want to go, more permanent solution, or if we want to go, the vinyl route, like how much, and he was like, essentially, how much money do you want to spend? And I was, well, it depends. How much money did that pool you got cost you? So we got to talking, and he said that complete install with a salt, like a salt, it's like a salt filter, essentially. And complete install minus the electrical, which I thought was kind of strange. Was $45,000. And I was like, wow, that, in my head, well, I think in anybody's head, that's a lot of money. I was like, holy crap, that is a lot of money. But he did say that the framing and everything is a lifetime warranty. So if anything happens to it, it's warranted, which is phenomenal. The vinyl liner is a 50-year warranty, which is really good. And it does come with the filter and all that stuff, and like a vacuum and a skimmer and all that stuff. And they do military discount, and they also do like if you're a show home, like if they want to show it, then it's another like big discount, thousands of dollar discount kind of situation. So I was like, okay, that's pretty exciting. Like that's nice. I don't know how much the, you know, discount is per se when it comes to the show house, but you know, still $45,000 is a lot. And I think that was after like all the discounts. He did say he got the biggest one.
Check this out.
But it's just, you know, it's a lot. So there is another company. We've been looking online at, like, you know, do we want to just buy a vinyl one? Because essentially what she wants to do is buy one of those cheap pools and put a deck around it. And I'm like, okay. Which I'm all for putting a deck around a pool. That makes it, you know, more convenient. More comfortable, put patio furniture on it and things of that nature. More enjoyable space. I'm just not a fan of the cheap vinyl pool. I don't like that look. They look kind of,
Athena, lend me your power.
I don't know, cheap.
Check this out.
So I don't know what we're gonna do. Really, that didn't kill? Alright, Kyle. It's up to you. Taking care of business. Dun, dun, dun. Go up here. Okay, that's where I came from. So I just essentially made a big circle. I want to see what else is on this floor.
In the name of the goddess.
Du-du-du-du. Du-du-du-du-du.
Check this out.
We might beat this today, maybe. I don't know. See how far we get. I at least want to beat this dungeon.
In the name of the goddess.
Du-du-du-du.
Check this out.
Okay, so ice is way more damaging to them than fire. Good to know. Hey, what's up, Sora? Dun, 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 dun. So we're running through the dungeon again, and I'm essentially like fighting everything and trying to get some levels and figure out where I'm supposed to go. But if this isn't in-game, then I know that I have some time, essentially.
In the name of the goddess.
Okay, stream froze. Weird. My internet's being kind of weird because we had a power outage this morning. It was only for like a split second. It was more like a surge than a power outage. But sometimes that can, well, I know it affects the internet and such, so just have to bear with me. Hopefully it doesn't go out. I've been keeping it out on the bitrate, so hopefully it's fine. But when you leave here, you'll be going to in-game. You'll need to go to Ramus and make sure to stock up. Yeah. So that's the plan, is to go stock up after I go after this, and I go see Remus and buy some starlights and all that stuff. I'm assuming that's the only place I can go, because I can't go to Vale. Vale had starlights and that got destroyed, so I assume Vale is like a no-go. I can't go there anymore.
Cold device.
Check this out.
Yeah, Ramus has everything. Okay, good to know. Because that's what I'm going to need most of, is starlights. Let's go here. I don't think there was anything in this room but enemies. But I want to fight everything to level. Get some levels and such.
In the name of the goddess.
Because I'm definitely getting low in MP, like big time. Ow. I've heard defend. You wouldn't make it over there anyway. Doo-doo. That is the doom scream, man. Nope.
Cold device.
So yesterday I worked on, so all my streams have like intros to them. So like this, the intro to this one is like the scene where she is singing, or Luna is singing, is like feathers, and there's a countdown timer and all that stuff. So I made one for Doom, and Doom has one, and it's pretty cool. I worked on that yesterday when I had nothing else to do. I'm out there. Well, I don't need it because, well, I can do this. He's got MP.
Cold device.
Check this out.
Final Fantasy VI had a countdown timer intro screen. Doom's got one. This has one. Do big damage. Oh yeah, that's big damage. Nice. Hey, I got 2 starlights. That's handy. I need to use some. I'm getting low. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I only have 10 left.